Good evening, people of the internet. Today, we're watching Tales from the Crypt, the 3rd episode of the 2nd season. And this one is Fuzzy Camera. Is a slightly goofy one, with some serious undertones in it, but it's mostly about two very narcissistic, egotistical men trying to prove that they're the better gambler by gambling more and more and more, even gambling with their lives. And then when that doesn't work, they gamble more. So, I hope you will enjoy this along with me, and I'll see you at the end.
You know, kiddies, after a night of slithering through the sickening slime of my crawly crypt, I take a tip from the Marquis de Sade. He likes to unwind with a little red-hot poker. Tonight's tale from my collection of terror tomes is about a couple of real sharpies who'll do anything for a stab at the jackpot. So, ante up, fellas. The game's about to begin.
Damn, okay, that intro hit kind of hard. Now it's very strange. What is this music composition? I love how strange it is. Very disorienting sound. Yeah, this intro music is kind of interesting. It's very kind of off-putting. It's kind of a bop, but it's like weird. And I think it actually sets the mood for the episode very well because it's serious, but it's making fun of itself, which is, I think, perfect, honestly. And the screaming cats really hit home, or whatever the fuck that sound is.
Haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome back, Rena.
Well, yeah, hey, babe. I've been a year in Vegas. You still got that no-limit table in the back? Anybody there now?
Only Mr. Forney.
Give me a whiskey shooter, will you?
Whiskey shooter. Hey, it's the doc from the other
Place
episode.
looks just about the same as ever.
Well, nothing much changes. When were you here last?
About a year ago.
Well, the guy you gotta watch out for here is Sam Forney. He's one big-time player, let me tell you.
He ain't nothing but a two-bit hustler. I beat him lots of times in Vegas.
Listen, I heard a story, and I was wondering if it's true. I heard that you won $50,000 off some South American dictator in one card game.
One hand.
High rollers, huh? Yeah. Must be some kind of life for guys like you and Sam Forney.
Yeah, the fast lane. Real great.
I love this guy's voice. Kind of reminds me of like Sam Elliott-esque. Oh, fuck. I know that guy too. Wasn't he the sergeant, I think? On, oh, fuck, Beverly Hills Cop. Before I see him again, I think that's who it is. Yeah, that's who it is, yeah. Not the sergeant. What was he? The captain? The I don't remember what his position was.
I used to have a regular game back here with Gibbons and Norris and a bunch of the boys.
They don't come around here anymore. I cleaned them all out. I guess they weren't used to my kind of competition.
You trying to tell me something, Sam?
Yeah, I am, Reno. I'm just reminding you. I'm the best. I wouldn't want you to forget that.
You better see a doctor, because your brain has gone to shit. I guess you're just remembering the $10,000 I took off you last time we met.
Of course, I was still driving around that caddy that I won off you now, wasn't I? Always wondered how you explained that one to your wife. But she already run off with that piano player?
Nobody laughs at me.
Sure they do. They all laugh at you.
His ego's
They
bigger
laugh
than
at
that
your
fucking
wife, they laugh
cowboy
at your
hat.
clothes. They laugh at this dumb redneck cowboy way you got it, talking and thinking.
You're working me, Forney. You're working me.
Yeah, I'm working you. No doubt about it. I love watching you itch.
They are definitely frenemies. Well, actually, no, not necessarily frenemies, because they absolutely hate each other, but they love to hate each other. The only other thing I could find is a vitriolic friendship, apparently. So, like, two people who get together and do nothing but complain and kind of hate on each other, but they're friends. Not really this, but it's something similar, where they hate each other so much that their hate brings them closer together. I don't know how to describe what's in my head, but that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Heard you went bust in Vegas.
You heard wrong.
Really? Well, a lot of people told me about it.
Deal 'em.
I really don't like you, Reno. You show up and right away things just go to shit. 5 or 6 times you and I hooked up and somebody always gets burned in the end, so I'm willing to play. See who leaves, clears out of town, out of state for good, okay? We got a deal?
You're on. I'd prefer the roll of dice. The loser hightails it out of town.
Shake 'em out.
Why dice? Like, why dice? I don't know. And must you really do this, dude? Just, how big is your ego? Why? Just why? That's the question in my head. Like, just, so. Fucking, he could say whatever the fuck he wants. Just ignore him. Or just leave. I don't know. Go find another place to live. Apparently, you know, I don't know. Whatever.
Boxcars. Too bad, Sam. I guess you're gonna have to gas up your wagon.
Oh, I'm red hot now. Come on. You want to go again?
Son of a bitch, I got a better way of settling this shit. You wanna fuck with me? You want a duel? All right, let's do it. Russian roulette.
Whoa. That's, damn.
You know the difference between you and me? You got no character.
I got a 44 out in the glove compartment of my car.
The jump from dice to Russian roulette is fucking crazy. I mean, the levels that I would presume most people would take in steps up to that point. Like he just went from, like, the bottom of the biggest pyramid in the world, and then just, poof, he's up on the top, and he's getting sacrificed by Mayans. What is actually the deal with Russian roulette, you know? Russian roulette.
No backing up.
Yeah, let's do it, Reno. Right out here in front of God and everybody.
Right there, buddy.
So,
That's the big one.
44? I think he said it was 44, didn't he? Just so that you understand what a 44 Magnum does. So yeah, it's blood everywhere. It's not just a hole in the head. In fact, point blank would be even worse because you have the muzzle blast as well. That wouldn't be a pretty sight. It would kill you though.
5 to 1 odds, Sam.
Your turn.
The intensifying of the hammer slap, I do like what that adds to the scene. It's not realistic. I think it would have been better if they took the actual sound of a hammer and intensified that sound instead of making it more like slappy. It's definitely Foley art behind whatever that sound is. I think that's what I would have done, but I'm not a director, so... But I do like that it does intensify the sound.
Fuck that. I'll take a 4 to 1 shot. You distract me. I can't think.
You don't have to think. Just do it.
Of course you gotta think. Listen to that little wheel of fortune click and turn into place when you ease back the hammer. Feeling that metal get warm against your skin. Wondering what it's gonna be like to feel your brains blown out through the side of your head. Wondering what comes after, if anything, or black. Wondering if you're gonna scream. What do you think, Sam? You gonna scream?
That's honestly a great monologue. I left it in there I believe the actor did a really, really good job, especially 90s, which was definitely much more like method acting and theatrical acting, where nowadays it's kind of more like personalization and method. But even though that I can tell he's more of a theatrical actor, including the other actor, that monologue was, whew, that was spot on. It was a nice one.
You want to call it quits? Pack your bags. Get out of town. Don't bother writing me any bon voyage cards.
Oh.
Your turn.
2-1. I can beat it. I can beat it. I can beat it.
Yeah, they're fucking crazy.
That's a 50-50 bet, Sam. Hey, you want me to leave the keys in it?
You heard my friend. Get the hell out of here.
Hey, take it easy, no problem.
Hey, take it easy, no problem.
Crazy fucking lunatic!
Damn, look at the length on that bitch. Woo, that's a big car.
It's your move unless you want to give it up.
That was a nice trick. It was a nice trick. Using the same sound that they've been using for the hammer slap, intensifying it every time. Obviously, I'm not showing you every single time. And then the last one is the loudest, but nothing happens. Well, not the last one, but you know what I mean. Now it's like, ooh, shit's really fucking going down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just beat a 1-to-1 bet. Even money. Hey, that's real lucky. I mean, wouldn't you say? I would say so now. You know, Reno, it's a shame that you are such a strong believer or not. You want to know why? Huh? You want to know why? Because you haven't got any. They've all run out.
Now, would you just shut the fuck up? You're distracting me. I ain't gonna tell you again. I gotta concentrate. I want you to mark these words down well in your mind, because these are my last ones. I don't want anybody to say that Reno Crevice didn't have the balls to do it. I want him to say that he went out strong. God. Done?
I mean, commendable, if not a little bit egotistical. Why not just not kill yourself? But okay, go off.
That's why you wanted to go first. You thought I'd crawl?
You set the chamber. You gave it a spin. How was I to know it'd come up last? That ammo, 2 or 3 years old. Maybe it got wet.
Ah, you can't talk your way out of this fucking thing. No matter when it came up, you knew you had a fucking safe thing going.
For me, this begs the question, who really would have died? So if the bullet wasn't a dud, or the casing, the powder, wasn't a dud, and didn't get wet, it wasn't old, whatever, the primer didn't work, or whatever, who really would have died? Was the first, second, third, fourth, fifth shot? I wonder who really won, you know? But, anyways, what are we going to do now that we can't kill ourselves to prove that the other one's better than the other one? Because reasons.
It's a good thing I'm an honest gambler, otherwise I would have never known.
All right, hotshot.
Honest
Let's do
gambler.
what we do best.
All right, you name the game.
Chop poker.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
How you feeling, Reno?
I feel fine, Sam.
You still feeling okay, Reno?
Don't mess with me, Sam. What do you got?
2 pair.
3 ladies. I feel great.
Ooh.
I'm sorry it took so long to answer the question. Which finger?
Careful, only one.
Clearly, these are very sane people. They have no mental issues whatsoever. They don't need therapy. In fact, what they need more of is they need more gambling, because that's the only thing that's going to cure them. Also, sidebar, the card transitions in this scene, although I can't play it in its entirety, of course, but he slaps the cards down on the table, it sets the mood, the cards flipping, doing the bridge, shuffling, are transitions from little sections of the scene to other sections, and it's done really, 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 really well. This show, they've always put an emphasis on transitions, and I love that, because it just adds so much more to what you're watching. Fucking lunatics, but you know what? Haven't people actually played chop poker? Fuck. Some psychos.
Cards.
I'll take 3.
1.
What, another lousy 2-pair?
Or a flush.
Think you can beat this?
Wow. Triple ace in it.
This just might not be your lucky night.
Man, a lot of people would pass out after something like that.
And pair of 10s.
Pair of jacks.
Shit! I knew I should have gone for that fucking flush. I'll make a deal with you, Sam. I'll give you back one of your goddamn fingers. We'll get the doc here to sew it on.
No way. I'm on the roll now. You're gonna be changing your rodeo gloves for a pair of knit mittens, cowboy.
No, wait a second, easy. Jeez, aim that goddamn thing straight.
Oh, don't worry. It don't hurt that bad.
Oh, God damn!
Crying out loud, will you get off the pot and do something?
You want me to make a move? All right. I'll make a move. King me!
You just left me a triple jump. You gotta be as dumb as you are not to have seen that.
Why don't you give it up? I told you, I've always been a lucky kind of guy.
Pass the gum.
Oh my god, that was a great one. Oh, fingers, nice.
I've heard of giving someone the finger, but this is ridiculous. But at the risk of going out on a limb, I've got to hand it to Crypt and Forney. They do anything to elbow their way to the top. Dinner time!
Oh man, that was definitely short. But that was it was actually pretty intense in a couple spots. But it was kind of goofy towards the end. But it wasn't making fun of itself. It was making fun of how absolutely egotistical those two men were, which is yeah, that's great. So yeah, that was a silly, goofy episode that had some serious undertones that ended in just an amazing way. And I can't help but presume that possibly in the future those two are going to be best friends, which is the strangest thing to say in that scenario. But unless it just goes and escalates to a point of which they just, I don't know, guillotine themselves. I don't know what else there could be to do. They're not even quadriplegic. They're not quadriplegic. They're not. They're vegetables, kind of. What's the term when you've lost all your limbs? I can't remember. Vegetable means you can't move, right? Anyways, whatever that is, they're that. It's just... But yeah, it was a silly, goofy episode, but I really enjoyed it. Two narcissists battling it out. And neither of them winning in the end, because there was really no winner to begin with. No one was going to win, is my point. Well, I hope that you have a lovely day, night or evening, whatever time happens to be, wherever you are. I'll see you next time. I can't even fathom something that's, like, riskier than Russian roulette. What, like, jumping into a volcano and seeing if you could survive? We'll do that. We'll place bets on who can jump into a volcano and survive. I don't know what else there could be.